Hey students, today we are going to discuss the subtopics of the ecosystems. Okay, as I have told you in the previous video that an ecosystem is basically a community where living things and non-living things work together in one environment. And not all ecosystems are the same. They change based on their main things like climate, environment, and organisms. Okay, let's discuss the definition of ecosystem. Okay. An ecosystem is formed when living and non-living things interact in an environment. There are main types of ecosystem. Here are some in which ecosystem can differ from each other. Okay. As I have told you that not all ecosystem are the same. They change based on three main things. The first one is the pattern of weather or climate, like the type of weather patterns in the area. The next one is the type of soil or water, like the type of soil on land or the type of water. Is it salty or fresh? And the third one is the organisms that live there, like the different types of plants and animals that live there. Okay? Okay. The next one is deep sea. The deep sea is a type of ecosystem. Deep sea ecosystems have the following features: water at the bottom of the ocean, no sunlight, organisms that crawl or stick to the ground. The deep sea is a unique environment found at the very bottom of the ocean. It has three main features like deep water, no sunlight, because it is so deep, sunlight can't reach it, and it is completely dark. And the animals here usually crawl along or stick to the ocean floor. Okay. Okay, the next one is Kermadec Arc. The Kermadec Arc is a deep sea ecosystem in the southern Pacific Ocean, and it also has no sunlight and it also has the organisms that crawl or stick to the ground. It is a deep sea ecosystem in the Pacific Ocean, and it is pitch black because sunlight can't reach it. Okay, since there is no light, the animals often crawl or stick to the ground to find food and move around. Okay. Okay, the next one is Sahara Desert. The Sahara Desert is a desert ecosystem in northern Africa. The Sahara Desert has a small amount of rain. It also has dry, thin soil. Okay, unlike the deep sea, it is famous for being extremely hot and dry. Instead of deep water, it is covered in sand and rocks with very little rain. Okay. Every ecosystem has its own rules for survival based on its weather and location. Okay, the next one is tide pool. A tide pool is a type of ecosystem where the ocean meets the shore. Okay, it has usually three main features. The first one is daily flooding and draining of seawater. Like it floods with seawater and then drains away every single day as the tide goes in and out. Okay, the second one is water that is rich in nutrients. The water is full of nutrients which act like vitamins for the things living there. And many different types of organisms, because there's so much food and oxygen, many different types of animals live there. Okay? Okay. You know, this is a tide pool ecosystem. Several times each day it floods with seawater, then the water drains back into the ocean. Okay? So the next one is Little Corona Beach. Little Corona Beach is a southern California. It has many tide pool ecosystem. It's basically located in southern California, USA, and this beach is famous for having many tide pool ecosystem. And when the tide goes out, you can see all the sea creatures left in the rocky pools. Okay? So, the next one is Lost City. Lost City is a deep sea ecosystem in the mid Atlantic Ocean. This is a deep sea ecosystem. Unlike a beach, this is deep underwater where it is dark and cold, and it has tall rock structures that look like a city under the sea. Okay? So the next one is Masola National Park. It is a type of ecosystem where we have very green, warm, and wet with lots of rain. Okay? And it is a tropical rainforest ecosystem. So, Masola National Park is a tropical rainforest ecosystem. Okay. Masola National Park has year-round rain. It also has many different types of organisms. Because of the rain and trees, it is home to many unique animals. Okay. So the next one is temperate deciduous forest. A temperate deciduous forest is a type of ecosystem. It has warm, wet summers and cold, wet winters, soil that is rich in nutrients, and only a few types of trees. Okay, a temperate deciduous forest is an ecosystem that experiences real changes in the seasons. Okay, it has three main features, you can say that. The first one is changing weather. It has summers that are warm and wet and winters that are cold and wet. Okay. And the next one is healthy ground. Like you can say that the soil is rich in nutrients which help plants grow strong. Okay. And it has a specific trees. Unlike a jungle, it usually only has a few types of trees. Okay. And this is temperate deciduous forest. It has warm, wet summers and cold, wet winters. So the next one is Shenandoah National Park. Shenandoah National Park is a temperate deciduous forest ecosystem. Okay, this is an example of temperate deciduous forest. Like you will see trees that change colors and lose their leaves in the fall, and the weather changes with the seasons from warm summers to snowy winters. Okay, so the next one is Galapagos Rift. Okay, this is a special example of the deep sea ecosystem. Okay, like the Galapagos Rift is a deep sea ecosystem in the eastern Pacific Ocean. Okay, look at this diagram. You know, the image shows special creatures like giant tube worms that live there. Even though it is a pitch black and very deep, these organisms survive using heat and minerals from the ocean floor instead of sunlight. Okay. So the next one is Okavango Delta. You know, it is basically a wetland ecosystem. Its land is covered with water for most of the year. It's like a giant natural sponge. Okay, and it is surrounded by other water-based ecosystem. Okay, the Okavango Delta is a wetland ecosystem. It has land that is covered with water during most of the year, and it also has other water ecosystem nearby. Okay.